Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Enjoy English. I'm Bruce.
I'm Antony.
Today we are going to fly as we talk about one of the best known and one of the best loved bird species in the world. We'll be talking about owls.
好，我们今天要介绍的主题呢是生活快递 Just So You Know 的单元。我们今天要介绍的是猫头鹰。我们先来看一下我们这个 title， 他说 The Mystery Behind Guardians of the Night， 夜晚守护者的秘密。这边我们先注意一下这个英文里面的 guardians 里面有一个字叫做 guard。好 ，guard G-U-A-R-D 就是守护的意思，它是一个动词嘛。那 guardians 就是我们说的守护者。
My middle name, Bruce Edward Bagnall. Edward means guard, so I'm very happy to be reading and helping you understand this article today. Guardians of the night. Usually we think of guards in the daytime, and if they're fighting in the day, they can see each other better. But Guardians of the Night has a kind of special feeling about it that many birds do not have. They don't have that feeling or reputation, but owls really do.
没错，所以在提到这个暗夜守护者，又提到鸟类的时候，大家通常呢都会想到应该在讲猫头鹰吧。所以这边的话呢，我们的 subtitle 副标题就写说 Owls truly capture people's imaginations。它能真正的唤起我们对这个夜晚啦，还有对这个鸟类的想象力。我们赶快来看看今天内容吧。
The mystery behind Guardians of the Night. Owls can be found on every continent except Antarctica. Some owls live in trees, while others make their homes on the ground. Owls are generally known for their nocturnal activity, but there are a few species that come out during the day. Owls are extremely quiet when they fly. Even large owls like barn owls are almost silent when they move their wings. Owls' feathers are generally larger than those of other birds and feature smooth edges. The unique shape of their feathers prevents them from making noise. Being able to fly silently helps owls catch their prey more easily. Owls also have great eyesight. They have large eyes and can see well in the dark. However, owls can't move their eyes to observe their surroundings. Instead, they rotate their entire head. They can turn their heads 270 degrees in either direction. This allows them to see from the left all the way to the right. They also have the ability to tilt their heads nearly upside down while keeping their bodies facing forward. With these remarkable features, it is no wonder that owls are considered the kings of the night.
Okay, we'll start, of course. First sentence of the first paragraph reads, Owls can be found on every continent except Antarctica. A continent is a large land mass. Most of our planet, most of Earth is covered in water, the big oceans, but there are 7 big chunks of land, and the one furthest south, some people will say it's at the bottom of the Earth. It depends on how you look at the Earth. Anyway, Antarctica is over a pole. We have a North Pole and South Pole. The poles are the coldest areas of the planet, and the only birds there are not owls, but penguins.
没错，所以老师呢就先告诉我们第一段的第一句话里面，他说 Owls can be found on every continent。好，每一个，然后亚洲啊、欧洲、澳洲、南极洲啊，什么一堆的很多7个主要大块的这种大洋，然后大洲，对不对？好，所以这里的话呢，老师顺便提到了这里面这个字 ，every continent except Antarctica。 就是这个南极洲的意思。那很多人都讲说啊，南极洲就是我们在这个地球的最下面。然后老师就说，你要看看你是从哪个方向去看嘛，对不对？那很多地方呢，就南极啦、北极啦。如果说今天你要去讲的话，都是很冷的地方。那南极它本身的话，你可以找到的鸟类就是企鹅。
Some owls live in trees, while others make their homes on the ground. In fact, there's another place some of them make their homes, and that is in caves or on the rock faces of mountains. But certainly trees are the most common, and after that, on the ground. In Taiwan, we have at least one species of owl whose home is in a hole. They dig a hole in the ground, and they raise their little owls there. And from their homes, they can fly out to get dinner. So owls live in a number of different environments.
没错。所以刚刚提到说呢，有些这个猫头鹰会住在山洞里面啦，有些住在树上啊。像台湾呢，老师刚刚提到有一种猫头鹰，他们会先挖个洞，然后呢把小朋友啊，小猫头鹰啊，通通在里面养，然后之后出去觅食的时候就飞出洞里面去觅食，非常非常有趣。所以这边这句话讲说 ，Some owls live in trees， 有些猫头鹰呢生活在树上。While others， 这边的 some 跟 while others， 先帮我整个画起来。当你要去讲到东西的一些那种多元性的时候，常常会使用这个说法。有些人这样，有些那样。好 ，some while others。那其他有些猫头鹰呢 ，make their homes on the ground。好，他们是在这个地面上面去安家的。
Owls are generally known for their nocturnal activity, but there are a few species that come out during the day. Well, maybe you can guess this because it says nocturnal, and if you don't know that word, you should know that but other species come out during the day. So we're contrasting something but day, and that's night. Nocturnal is an adjective for the word night. Night can also be used as an adjective itself, but when we're talking in science, we often use, for astronomy or for biology, we will use nocturnal.
没错，所以这边有一个比较重要的字汇，可以不妨先注意一下，就是 nocturnal 这个字。nocturnal 就是夜行性的，或是夜晚的。好，这个字，当我们提到是跟科学有关的，像老师刚刚提到的这种天文学啦、其他的科学等等，我们就会使用 nocturnal 这个字来表达夜晚。所以整句话的意思是说 ，Owls are generally known for their nocturnal activity。好，它很多的这种猫头鹰呢。通常是它夜行性活动这样的一个特性而闻名的嘛。But there are a few species， 好，这边的 species 指的是物种，好，也就是其他的这种猫头鹰的物种，这些种类呢 that come out during the day， 是在白天的时候活动的。就算你不知道 nocturnal 这个字，你也可以从 but 跟后面 during the day 里面去推断出这个 nocturnal 的意思，这也是非常重要的技巧。
Okay, let's take a short break and we'll be right back. Owls are extremely quiet when they fly, and we'll tell you why in a moment.
好，所以在这边的话，我们看第一句话，它告诉你说 ，Owls are extremely quiet when they fly。老师突然讲这个字的时候，突然就变得哇，好安静。这个字就是安静的意思嘛。你想说哇，猫头鹰在飞的时候，应该啪啪啪啪，那个翅膀应该很吵吧 ？No， 没有哦。它告诉你，猫头鹰飞行的时候非常的安静。
Even large owls, like barn owls, are almost silent when they move their wings. The barn owl, I don't know whether it's here in Taiwan or not, or even in Europe or not, but it's very common in the U.S. in the countryside. Farmers would build very large barns to keep horses and cattle and supplies in. Just one huge room. And barn owls would fly in there to make their homes. So we began to call them barn owls. They're quite large, and they're almost silent. They're almost completely quiet when they fly. Why?
很奇妙哦，就算是大只的哦，大只的这种猫头鹰，在这边我们看到他说 even large owls like barn owls， 然后老师就提到 barn 这个字是谷仓哦，很多时候呢，你在很多这个美国啊一些地方，他们的谷仓呢，有的时候他们那个谷仓里头就会碰到这种所谓的西仓鸮，鸮就是猫头鹰的意思嘛，好，那这边的话，他久而久之看到，哎呦。又出现了，他们就叫它这种西仓鸮呢，叫做 barn owls。好 ，are almost silent when they move their wings。当这种西仓鸮在拍动翅膀的时候，它几乎是没有声音的。哇，好酷哦
！Owls' feathers are generally larger than those of other birds and feature smooth edges. This tells us how barn owls can fly so quietly. They have large wings and many large feathers. If you're a small bird, you have to fly and it makes a lot of noise. But if you just have to fly like this, then it becomes much more quiet. Also, the feathers are special. They have smooth edges. They don't have edges like this. They're very, very smooth, and that means the air will go over them without making any sound.
啊，原来如此，所以它的秘密在于它们的翅膀哦。在这边这句话里面呢，其实有两个长得非常相似的字，一个呢就是 feathers， 好 ，feather 就是羽毛的意思，它的开头是 FEA， 然后另外一个字叫做 feature。feature 的话可以当动词，可以当名词，在这边的话是当动词的用法。feature 的话是以什么东西为特色，它的开头也是 FEA， 所以我们注意一下，这个 feather 这个字的后面是 THER， 那 feature 这个字的话是 TURE，like picture 的那个 ture。OK， 所以先知道一下这两个长得很像的字，不要把它们搞混了。我们来看一下这整句话，他说 Owls' feathers， 好 ，Owls' feathers， 它们的这个羽毛呢 are generally larger than， 好，比什么要大 ？Those of other birds， 就是其他动物的羽毛。这个 those 指的是 other birds 的羽毛这样的感觉。好 ，and feature smooth edges， 好，这个 feature 的话就是它的特色是后面这个东西。smooth edges， 老师刚刚讲过，就是它们羽毛边缘是非常非常平滑的，所以在鼓动的时候，空气可以快速的这个流过，而不会发出任何的声响。
The unique shape of their feathers prevents them from making noise. Well, actually, we've just described that, but notice here we have prevent someone or something from doing something else, and that is to stop or be unable to continue.
所以在这边的话，告诉你说 ，the unique shape of their feathers， 它们这种羽毛的形状呢 ，prevents them from 让他们可以不会做什么事情 ，making noise 不会发出任何的噪音，所以它的关键是在它羽毛的这种结构。
Being able to fly silently helps owls catch their prey more easily. Well, of course, maybe one mouse is talking to another one and suddenly his friend isn't there anymore because the owl has swooped down and out back to his nest. SWOOP, to swoop is to dive or move very, very quickly.
就是俯冲的意思 ，swoop 感觉上有这种撞声词，这种那种感觉，对不对？还有从高处，好像两只老鼠还聊天说，我觉得今天这个 cheese 很好吃，是啊，然后突然间，另外一只就不见了。然后转过头来一看，我的这个搭档跑哪去了？原来是被这个猫头鹰直接叼走哦。所以在这边的话呢，他就告诉你说 ，being able to fly silently， 好，能够在这种很无声的这种情况下飞行，这件事情呢，不要忘记是一件事嘛，所以是单数的嘛。后面的动词是 helps owls， 这个 help 后面一定要加 s， 因为是这件事。好，能够帮助这些猫头鹰呢 catch their prey more easily。这边的话特别注意一下 prey 这个字很妙哦。prey 呢，它这个字它是本身是不可数的名词，所以你不会看到它加 s。即便说有两只老鼠，对不对？但是它们还是 prey， 它是一个概念，抽象的概念。所以我们常常会提到 prey， 另外一定要介绍的字叫做 predator。predator 这个字的感觉就是吃你的，你的天敌就是你的 predators。好，所以在这里的话，我们拼一下这个用法，它是 predator。 可是很妙的事情 ，predator 这个字是可数的，所以放在一起的时候，他会说 predators and prey 没有 s，前面的有 s， 后面的没有，这个要特别注意一下下。
Okay, let's take a short break and we'll be right back. Okay, our first sentence is a nice short one. Owls also have great eyesight. Here, great does not mean large. It means very, very good.
没错，所以在这一段里面，他一开场呢，他告诉你说，除了它本身刚刚我们讲过，它这个翅膀不会发出声音之外呢，还有另外其他的优势哦。他说 ，Owls also have great eyesight. 他们的视力也是一级棒的。
They have large eyes and can see well in the dark. The larger the eye, the more light that can come in that the owl can see.
所以他这边告诉你说呢 ，They have large eyes， 他们眼睛呢是比较大颗的，对不对？好，很多的光可以进来，可以看得很清楚。And see well in the dark， 好，在晚上的时候，在暗处呢，也能看得非常清晰。
However, owls can't move their eyes to observe their surroundings. For example, I can look up, I can look down to the left, I can power my eyes to move in a certain direction. Owls cannot, and we'll find out that that's no problem for them.
没错，他这边告诉你一个，他说 however， 好，即便有这个视力的优势，一旦用 however 之后，你就知道方向要变了，对不对？他说 owls can't move their eyes to observe their surroundings. 我们来先看一下 observe 这个字 ，observe 就是观察。If you look at something closely, you observe it, right? 好，所以这里的话就是很小心的、很仔细的去观察一件事情。那后面这个字 surroundings 指的是周遭的环境，它呢没有办法透过这种转动眼球的方式，不像老师刚刚介绍的说，我可以往左、往右看、往上看，它呢没有，猫头鹰没有办法做到这件事情。不过没关系，它要告诉你为什么。
By the way, surroundings always is in the plural form. If it's surrounding, it becomes an adjective.
没错，这边的话特别小心 ，surroundings 一定要加了 s 才会变成名词，指周遭环境。如果没有加 s 的话，它会是形容词，指周遭的什么什么东西。
Okay, so owls can't move their eyes. Instead, they rotate their entire head. I'm not going to do that for you because I can't. People cannot turn their heads to the side and then in back as well on both sides. Owls can.
没错，他这边就告诉你哦，他说 instead they 指的猫头鹰嘛 ，rotate their entire head， 他们可以整个头这样转动。我在猜你可能有看过或听过人家讲说啊，我们的头没办法转到那么整个看到后面，但是猫头鹰可以。好，这是他们的天赋，他们头部的构造可以让他们这样做。
They can turn their heads 270 degrees in either direction. Now remember, 180 degrees is half, so they can look back and even a little bit more. That's amazing.
哇，天哪！所以说今天他头可以转动270度哦，非常非常夸张。所以他等于是往后看，可以再往那边一点点，就是等于超过了那个一般只是全部往后看的这个角度哦。他这边他讲说了 ，They can turn their heads 270 degrees， 好，270度。In either direction， 所以左边转也可以，右边转也可以，是非常灵活能 Q 的这种头型。
And that's what the next sentence tells us too. This ability to rotate their head, this allows them to see from the left all the way to the right.
没错，所以这样的能力 ，this 好，就是指这样前面所提到这个能力 ，allows them to see from the left all the way to the right。所以从左看到右一览无遗啊，哈，360度的这种看都没有问题的。
They also have the ability to tilt their heads nearly upside down while keeping their bodies facing forward. So the body is steady, facing forward. Their head can tilt means to, if you're centered, if you move off this line in any direction, you tilt. It's a good word to learn. While keeping their bodies facing forward. So they can look down, they can look up, to the left, they can almost see I don't know, like a camera that can move anywhere.
哦，几乎是无死角哎！你想想看 ，tilt 这个字，老师刚刚讲过，就是倾斜的意思。所以说，今天它可以这样子头这样偏，它可以这样子转，它可以用各种角度去看看不同的这种角度。就算他没有办法动他眼球，没关系，他看到的绝对是比你更多更远。所以知道它是它的优势啊。所以他这句话就说了，好 ，They also have the ability to tilt their heads.Nearly upside down， 它几乎可以这样子上下颠倒的这种方式去倾斜它的头 ，while keeping their bodies facing forward。就算身体整个朝前，它头能旋转的角度是非常非常多变化的。
With these remarkable features, it is no wonder that owls are considered the kings of the night.
好，所以最后这边这句话呢，他就提到了 with these remarkable features。feature 是个字，它本身的话，我们前面提过，前面是当动词，然后后面的话是这边当名词使用，有这样子的一些特色。
It is no wonder that, it is no surprise that, it is obvious that.
OK, it is no wonder that， 难怪，好，所以说很显而易见的是怎样呢？好，后面就说 owls are considered the kings of the night。难怪呢，我们会觉得说，猫头鹰啊，它真的是暗夜里的这种王者，因为它可以到处可以看得到，任何的这种小东西呢，都逃不过它的法眼。
Okay, that's our text. That's our reading for today. We have more for you about owls tomorrow as well. So stay tuned. Until then, bye-bye.